The Kennedy Eagles have dealt with a lot of adversity this season. And even after all that they've really kind of gone through this entire 2018-2019 boys basketball season, they are still one game away from the state tournament. In order to do that, however, they need to be able to get some big games out of not just the big three, and I'm talking about Jay Turner, Matt Torres, and Sincere Dozier, but getting the entire team effort itself. It's going to be a combined effort. And on top of that, their previous game, a loss to Crosby, 70-109. You heard me correctly, 70-109. Let's hope that maybe it can light a fire beneath them. And it doesn't get any easier tonight as they face off against the Naugatuck Greyhounds. Naugatuck 13-5. This is a non-division game. Question is, can Kennedy show up? Live from the Jack Tagley Gymnasium on the site of Kennedy High School in Waterbury, Connecticut, DET Sports Media Production brings you boys scholastic sports, boys high school basketball. Hello, everybody. Chris Saunders. Thank you for being able to stay tuned and be able to watch this game. Now, we're starting early, a 4:45 start because of possible inclement weather being able to steer its ugly face in tomorrow. That's why the game was moved from Tuesday till today, and the game was also being at 4:45 because the weather is supposed to come in later in the night tonight, going into tomorrow morning and then throughout. But you got to be able to watch that. It's going to be a 4:30 start, not 4:45, 4:30 start. Both these teams, as I said before, Naugatuck 13-5, 6-2 in league play. Kennedy looking to try to get one more win and get themselves in the state tournament. They're 17-10, 2-8 in the league. Naugatuck's previous game was a win over St. Paul, 61-54. The Kennedy Eagles, they lost, however, 70-109, as I mentioned before, to the Crosby Bulldogs. There's about 13 seconds left of the pregame before they do the announcements. And also the national anthem at the end, both the away team, Naugatuck, and the home team, Waterbury, as well. Now it looks like Naugatuck will be the first one because they're the away team. They'll be doing their starting lineups, and as they say that, I'll be able to read off the starting five for them. And a couple players intriguing, especially one player in particular, number 33, which we'll get to in a second. He is the rebounding machine, had over 18 rebounds against St. Paul. And that's going to be something to watch for. The offensive and defensive rebounds for this Naugatuck team is their strength. And they come in 8th in Division III. Ahead of them only Torrington, and 4th amongst NVL teams. But this Division III, it is stacked with some competitive teams. Omogo, Prince Tech, 18-0, 16-1 respectively. Naugatuck has a chance to be able to have a home game at least through the first round, and I think that's when after, if I recall, it starts to get into neutral site play. But this is a Naugatuck team. They're already in the national, or rather the division state playoff. Can get very intriguing. And then you look at the NVLs, they're third right now. Kennedy on the outside looking in. They're behind St. Paul and Derby before they can even get into that chance to be able to qualify for the NVL tournament. Now the starters for Naugatuck, number 20, Derek Jagello, number 5, John Lukow, number 33, S.A. Anik Poma, number 4, Avery Hanan, and then number 2, Wayne Fisher. Wayne Fisher, number 2, and then the other player I mentioned before, Avery Hanan, number 4. And now the starters for the Kennedy Eagles, number 21, Matt Torres, number 24, Jay Turner, number 32, Sincere Dozier, number 33, Jawan Jones, and number 20, Kyle Brown. And Kennedy is coached by Ryan Sullivan. The Naugatuck Greyhounds, their head coach at the helm, Mike Wilson, and he's done a fine job with this Greyhounds team, really being able to put everything together this year. Last year, they dealt with some things both on the court and off the court with some of the players, but he's being able to get the ear of all the players on the team. Now we're going to pause and rise for the national anthem and then tip off right here from the Jack Tagley Gymnasium. Once again, the starters for both sides, the Naugatuck Greyhounds, will have Derek Jagello, Gawain Fisher, John Lukow, number 33, S.A. Anikpoma, and number 4, Avery Hanan. And for the Kennedy Eagles, it will be Matt Torres, Jay Turner, Sincere Dozier, Jawan Jones, and Kyle Brown. Now both sides stepping out, Naugatuck in their red jerseys with the white numbers on the back. Kennedy Eagles in their white jerseys, gold numbers on the back. And for Kennedy, they will have their front saying Kennedy on the front side of their jersey. Naugatuck, same thing, their name on the front of their chest. Kennedy, the first team to step on the court. The Naugatuck, the last team. Naugatuck, 13-5. Kennedy, 7-10, looking for their one win, Kennedy, to get themselves in the state playoff for a second consecutive year. In the middle of the circle, Avery Hanan, as well as Jawan Jones. Whistle is blown. Naugatuck's ready. Kennedy's ready. Let's do it here from the Jack Tagley Gymnasium. Winning the tip is going to be, and it will not be a winning tip because it is a jump ball, and if it is a jump ball, they will redo the throw tip, or rather the tip off again. And they'll be switching Matt Torres in the middle, and then Gawain Fisher. Gawain Fisher and Torres both laughing like, how did this happen? Tip off thrown. Naugatuck's going to have it start off first. Lukow has it. Then touching it over is Anikpoma. Anikpoma wearing number 33, floats it over to Gawain. Toss back over, Lukow to Jagello. 3 from the left corner, no good, a little bit short. On the rebound is Lukow, he puts it up for 2. And Naughty strikes first, 2-0, 7:40 remaining here in the first quarter. Naughty has the lead over Kennedy. Jawan Jones on the left side, kicks it back over to Dozier. Dozier in the left corner, he's driving in, he fakes out, fade away, right hand. No good, on the rebound is Naugatuck, and that's Hanan. Hanan bringing it up, gives it over to the corner, that's Fisher. Fisher, 2 players on. Trying to strip it away, Torres right into the hands of Jagello, good. Jagello being able to put up the garbage there, 4-0. Naughty with the lead, 7:12 remaining here in the first quarter. Chris Saunders on the play-by-play for this DET Sports Media production, boys high school basketball between the Kennedy Eagles and the Naughty Greyhounds. Lukow reaching in on Torres, that's his first. Lukow's first, team's first. Inbounding is Dozier. Closing to him is Anikpoma. Dozier floats it over to Turner. Turner slowly bringing up with the left. Now the right, passes half court, now 3/4 of the court. He's at the top of the key. Kicks it back on to Torres on the left wing. Torres trying to go behind the back, makes a move past Lukow. Right hand floater, good. 4-2. Kennedy's down by 2 against Naugatuck. 6:45 remaining here in the first quarter. Jagello gets it to Anikpoma. Anikpoma gets into the paint. He drives in, kicks it back out to Lukow. 3 from the left corner, good. 5 points for Lukow. 7-2. Naughty with the lead over Kennedy. 6:30 remaining here in the first quarter. Brown to Torres. Long 3 from the wing. Good. He answers back. 5 points for Torres. 7-5. Naughty with the lead, up by 2 over Kennedy. 6:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Anikpoma makes a couple moves, stuffed by the rim. Contested right into the hands of Hanan. Hanan gives it to Lukow. Right hand floater, good. And you can see what Naugatuck's trying to do. Press early with Lukow. Turner trying to go coast to coast himself. Ball spinning, good. First points for Turner, 9-7. Naughty ahead of Kennedy. Under 6 to play here in the first quarter. Derek Jagello, he's looking, finds Anikpoma. Anikpoma working on the right wing. Guarded by Turner. Anikpoma finds Fisher, kicks it back out to Lukow. Can he do it again? A little bit short, rimmed in and out. Jagello fighting for the ball to the hands of Hanan. Hanan waits, pauses, right hand off the glass, good. First points for Hanan, 11-7. Naugatuck ahead of Kennedy. 5:27 remaining here in the first quarter. Jay Turner from the left wing has Torres at the top of the key, now switches over to the right wing. Jay Turner from the left wing, dribbles once, now twice, finds Jawan Jones, he waits, blocked, tipped by Hanan. Jagello over to Fisher, and they're gonna call a travel on Fisher. Naugatuck's first turnover of the game. Kyle Brown inbounding for Kennedy. Has Turner. Turner slowly gets the ball with the right hand, now the left, back to the right. Passes half court. Turner working from the right wing. Turner driving in, bumped, whistle blown. They're going to call a charge against Turner. Teams first. Turner's first. And Naughty will have the ball back with Jagello inbounding, has Anik Poma to the closest. There Jagello gets the ball, finds Anik Poma. Anik Poma switching to the right hand, still dribbling with the right. Now passes half court, has Jagello to the left wing, finds Fisher. Fisher over to Jagello. Jagello kicks it back out to Hanan. Hanan still looking, passes over to Anik Poma, back to reset. 4:48 remaining here in the first quarter. Jagello from the left wing has Anik Poma. Anik Poma switches over to Lukau, finds Fisher. Fisher to Lukau, can't complete it. Hanan on the rebound, has a hit out. Right to the hands of Lukau, he can't complete it. Third chance, fourth chance. Hanan puts it up, can't go. And there's going to be a foul. Ball rims in and out. Foul will be on Kennedy. Team second. Foul will be on Dozier, his first, team second. Hanan dribbles once, now twice, 3 times. Bends the knees. Right hand shot, soft, no good. In the middle of the court is Fisher. Behind is Anik Poma. 4:34 remaining here in the first quarter. Kennedy up 11, or down rather, 11-7. Second free throw missed right into the hands of Jawan Jones. 0 for 2 was Hanan from the free throw line. He finds Torres from the right wing, drives into the paint, right hand, fadeaway shot, good. 7 points for Torres, 11-9. Kennedy's only down by 2 against Naugatuck. 4:17 remaining here in the first quarter. Lukau finds Anik Poma. He waits behind the back. Over to Fisher. Now Jagello 3. Bang! 5 points for Jagello. 14-9. 4:03 remaining here in the first quarter. Kennedy down against Naugatuck. Dozier from the right wing. Working on Anik Poma. Finds a crease. He puts up the shot. Contested by Hanan. Rebounded by Naugatuck. Lukau from the left wing. Trying to find Anik Poma on the left corner, but hit out by Torres. It'll stay with Naugatuck. Anik Poma inbounding over to Lukau. Lukau to Fisher. Now Anik Poma from the left wing. Back over to Fisher at the top. Fisher, the point guard, finds Anik Poma again. Long pass, tipped by Brown right into the hands of Lukau. Right from the elbow, no good. Jay Turner on the rebound. And Kennedy trying to work on the press. Brown, whistle blown, shot missed, but it will be on Naugatuck. And foul will be on Lukau, his second, team second. And that's something to watch for. Lukau is one of the key components of this team. And that's going to force Lukau out of the game. In will be Andrew Robertson. So Robertson in, Lukau out. And Lukau has 7 points on the day. Pass intercepted by Hanan. Hanan's working on Jones, finds a crease on the right side, slips. Got away with a travel there, kicks it back out to Fisher. He can't finish it. Hanan on the rebound for a third chance opportunity. Hanan to Robertson. Robertson back to Hanan. Fine underneath to Fisher. Nice passes, blocked. Actually, they're gonna call a foul on Jawan Jones. His first, team's third. 14-9. Naughty ahead of Kennedy. 3:12 remaining here in the first quarter. Last time Naughty was at the free throw line, they missed 2 free throws, and that was by number 4, Avery Hanan. First free throw by Fisher. No good. 0 for 3 is Naugatuck thus far. 4 team fouls on Kennedy. 2 on Naugatuck. Second free throw missed. 0 for 4 is Naugatuck from the free throw line. Turner on the rebound. He's on the left wing, has Jawan Jones. Jawan Jones going into the paint. Has Brown on the left side, Torres on the right wing. Finds Jawan Jones. Jawan Jones within the three-point line. Switches toward the paint, behind the back. Oh, nice move from Jawan Jones. First 2 points for number 33. 14-11, Naugatuck only up by 3. 2:46 remaining here in the first quarter. Anik Poma to Jagello, back over to Anik Poma. Anik Poma to the top of the key, has Robertson. Over to Anik Poma again on the right side. Switches over to the top of the key, has Jagello from the left side. Back to Anik Poma. Ball movement from Naugatuck, 3 from Robertson, no good. Hanan fighting for it, gets the rebound. And they're gonna say Hanan stepped out of bounds. Back over to Kennedy. Turner inbounding, has Torres up top as well as Jawan Jones. Now passing half court. Brown on the left side, and in the paint is Dozier. Torres slowly bringing up with the right hands. Now to the left, back to the right. Torres, a former transfer from Career Academy, as is Jay Turner. Torres at the top, 10-footer, good. And Torres making all except 4 points for Kennedy. And he's single-handedly bringing this team back, only down by 1. 2:06 remaining here in the first. Jagello to Anikpoma. Anikpoma makes a move, has the ball hit out. Torres is all by his lonesome. Can he complete it? And he does. Second turnover for Naugatuck. Kennedy's first lead of the day, 15-14. They're up by 1 over Naugi, under 2 to play in the first. Anikpoma swings it around to Robertson. Robertson back to Anikpoma. He's slowly going to wait and allow the offensive play to suffice. As Jagello from the right side switches back out Fisher to Robertson. Robertson working on Turner. Excellent defense by Kennedy. They fake out. Fisher finds a crease. Good. First 2 points for Fisher. Naugatuck's back up top. 16-15. 1:20 remaining here in the first. Torres on the left wing has Brown. Brown back over to Torres. Robertson giving him some space. Juwan Jones with a fake pick. Torres 3. No good. A little bit short. Hit the top part of the rim. Naugatuck on the rebound. And falling down was Fisher. They're going to call that on Turner. His second, team's 5th. Now 2 big players. Turner for Kennedy and Lukau for Naugatuck, each with 2 team fouls. Jagello subbed out of the game. And will be Kawan Gavis. Robertson inbounding has Anikpoma. Anikpoma now passes half court. Turner also out of the game. It will be Devon Selinsky. Long pass over to Robertson, all by his ultimate left wing 3. No good. Hanan on the rebound. Hanan looking, has the ball protected, gives it over to Robertson, back to reset. Anikpoma on the right side, under 45 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Anikpoma can take his time. There's not a shot clock in high school. Anikpoma now at the top of the key. Anikpoma looking, he points out, finds Fisher, back to Anikpoma. Anikpoma driving in, right hand floater, good. First 2 points for Anikpoma, and Sullivan wanted the 3-second violation, didn't get it. 18-15, Naugatuck ahead by 3 over Kennedy. Juwan Jones spinning, loses the handle, right to Robertson, but then he tries to dribble once, hits off his right knee, and gives it right back over to Kennedy. That was Kennedy's first turnover, Naugatuck's 3rd. Juwan Jones inbounding, Hanan stretching his arms up, and then the ref is telling him to push back a tad. Anikpoma being subbed out of the game. Justin Barth into the game for Naugatuck. Juwan Jones picks his head up, floats it over to Torres. Actually, correction, it was a little bit harder pass than a floater, I should say. Kyle Brown on the left wing, back to the top of the key. Makes move 2, 3, a little bit hard. Ball's in the air. Hanan on the rebound. Hanan's looking. He finds Barth. 3 seconds to play. Tries to make a pass over to Robertson, but the ball's hit out. Now conclude the first quarter, 18-15. Naugatuck ahead of Kennedy. This is a DET Sports Media production. Chris Saunders on the call for this Iron versus Brass Division matchup between the Kennedy Eagles and the Naugatuck Greyhounds. We'll be right back. Back here to begin the second quarter here from the Jack Tagley Gymnasium. Scores 18-15, Kennedy down against Naugatuck. Scoring totals, Jagello with 5, Fisher with 2, Lukau with 7, 2 from Anikpoma, 2 from Hanan. Kennedy Matt Torres with 11, and then only 2 from Turner, 2 from Juwan Jones. And that's what brings us to 18-15. Dozier from left side kicks it back out to Solinsky. Solinsky over to Torres. Torres from the left wing has 11 points. Torres driving in right hand, good. A little bit hard, but hey, you know what? Whatever works. 13 points for Torres. Single-handedly leading this Kennedy team as they're only down by 1. One bounce pass over to Robinson. Switching back out to Sanders. Sanders finds Barth. Barth over to Robinson. Robinson back out to Sanders. Sanders kicks it back out Barth. Faking out Juwan Jones. Trying to get over to Solinsky. And then finds over only Hanan, the only starter in for Naugatuck, who began the first quarter. Sanders making a move. Contested. Solinsky on the rebound. Kennedy the last 2 times playing tenacious defense. Brown faking out. Still looking. Has Dozier. They're going to say Dozier stepped out of bounds. Second turnover for Kennedy. So on the floor for Naugatuck is Robertson, Gavis, Hanan, Sanders, and Barth. Gavis inbounding has Barth wearing number 1, Sanders wearing number 23. Has Barth, but there's 2 players on. Kennedy playing a 4-man press, and they get the turnover. Dozier has a crease, and he completes it, counted in 1. Dozier went scoreless in the first quarter. And he gets 2 points here. That's the 3rd team foul on Naugatuck. That's the first also for Robert Sanders. Dozier waiting to complete the possible 3-point play here. Manny Beeman being ready to subbed in for Naugatuck, or correction, for Kennedy. Free throw missed by Dozier. Nagy trying to get on the press, then Dozier trying to slap it out, and he commits the foul. That's the 2nd on Dozier, 6th for Kennedy, team foul-wise. And Manny Beeman will be into the game. Out will be Kyle Brown. Robertson inbounding has Sanders. Sanders over to Barth. Barth back to Sanders at the top of the key. Has Robinson from the left wing, back over to Sanders again. Sanders switches around to Barth, now to the corner. 3 from Nagy, no good. Robinson trying to get the rebound, he does, he's looking. Has Solinsky the closest one to him. And Robinson's just gonna wait. That 3 attempt was by Gavis. Barth over to Sanders. Sanders back over to Robinson. 3 from the left corner, no good, hit in and out. Robinson gets his rebound, second chance, 5-footer, no good, Hanan. But they're gonna call the foul on Hanan. That's going to be a block in the back. His first, team's 4th. Manny Beeman inbounding, has Dozier on the right, Torres on the left. 6:18 remaining here in the second quarter. 19-18, Kennedy with the lead. They're up by 1. Torres slowly bringing it up with the right. He's the point guard thus far. Solinsky switching over from the right wing. Has Sanders guarding him. Solinsky looking, finds Beeman. Beeman, a freshman on this Kennedy team. Beeman finds Solinsky. Solinsky trying to make a pass over to Dozier, commits the turnover. 3rd by Kennedy. Barth goes up, fouled by Solinsky. His first, team 7th. This is a Kennedy team only having 2 seniors, Torres and Turner. Barth waiting for his free throws. Here's his first. No good. 0 for 5 is Naugatuck from the free throw line. Have yet to make a free throw yet. Number 5:56 into this second quarter. Second free throw waiting. Spins in the hand. Right hand shot. No good. 0 for 6 is Naugatuck. And that's something to watch for. Leaving points at the free throw line. They're called free throws for a reason. Torres. Working from the left side. Finds Brown. Brown into the game for Dozier. Brown to Beeman. Beeman into the paint. A little bit too hard. Off the glass a tad. Robinson on the rebound for Naugatuck. Robinson bouncing. He's trying to go coast to coast. Has the ball deflected by Solinsky. Solinsky finds Beeman. Beeman tries to give it to Juwan. Tipped, however, by Naugatuck. Staying with Kennedy. Juwan Jones goes up. Gets his own rebound as it was tipped, and then Hanan on the block. But Kennedy still has the ball. Kicks it over to Juwan Jones. Juwan Jones to Brown. Brown is going to get called with a travel. 4th turnover for Kennedy. So only 4 points scored in this second quarter, both on Kennedy's side. 2 by Torres, 2 by Dozier, and Dozier's not even in the game. Was taken out for Beeman. Gavis inbounding has Barth. Barth trying to work on 2. Beeman deflects out to Robertson, wide open. Right hand finger roll, good. First 2 points for Robertson. 20-19, Naughty regains the lead. They're up by 1. 3 from Torres, left wing, good. Torres with 5 in this second quarter, had 11 in the first. Robertson deflected, he falls, no foul called. Keeping it alive is Torres from going out of bounds. Juwan Jones working, left hand, fouled. That'll be team's 5th. The foul will be on 1. Justin Barth, his first. And interesting enough, the Naugatuck starters, except for Hanan, are all on the bench. First free throw by Juwan Jones missed. And Anik Poma being subbed back into the game for Barth, as well as Fisher. So Barth out, Anik Poma in. And it looks like Fish will be coming back into the game for Gavis. Juwan Jones missed his first free throw, spinning in his hand. Left hand, no good. Hits the back part of the rim and then the inside. 0 for 2 is Juwan Jones. Anik Poma, wearing number 33, dribbling with the left hand, now the right. He's dropping back a tad. Has Robinson at the right wing. Also, or actually correction, Sanders at the right wing, Robinson from the left wing. Finds Hanan, is Sanders, good. And that's something to watch for. Hanan only has 4 points on the day, but he's by far the tallest player, at least on the court right now. Have to give him the ball more in the paint, as we're tied up here 22 apiece between Kennedy and Naugatuck. Beeman from the right wing. Beeman drops, spins, has Torres on the right side. Puts up a 3, no good. Beeman fighting for it right to the hands of Naugatuck, that's Fisher. Fisher kicks it back out to Robertson. Robertson drops, finds Anik Poma. Anik Poma takes about 3 too many steps. And that's another turnover for Naugatuck, their 4th. 3:57 remaining here in the second quarter. And we're tied up 22 apiece, 16 fouls for Kennedy, 5 for Naugatuck. Naugatuck came into this game 13-5, Crosby 7-10. Brown into the paint, finds Jones. Beeman draws 2 defenders. Torres wide open, he drives in, right hand, good. Then Jones is, Torres is unstoppable in this game. Has over 90% of Kennedy's points. Sanders, wide open Robertson, 3. A little bit short, deflected out, hit the basket right over the head of Sanders. Now Kennedy has the ball back yet again. Brown, left low post, and a charge against Brown. Excellent job by Anik Poma. First foul by Brown, team's 8th. And Jagello being subbed into the game, as well as Lukau. Out will be Hanan and Robertson. So on the floor for Naugatuck is Anik Poma, Sanders, Lukau, Jagello, and Fisher. Naugatuck scored 18 points in that first quarter. So far only have 22. You can do the math, not a lot of scoring. Only 4 points for Naugatuck. Lukau spinning, working. Jagello sticks it and actually hits it out, keeping the ball alive for Naugatuck. He puts up a 3, bang! 8 points for Jagello. And he basically got his own assist and then created a shot for him. 3 from the right corner. 25-24. Naughty up by 1 over Kennedy. 2:48 remaining here in the second quarter. Kyle Brown from the left wing. Kyle Brown surveying, spinning, working to the paint. Juwan Jones in the left low post. Works on Jagello, good. 4 points for Juwan Jones. Kennedy's back up top. 26-25. 2:30 remaining here in the second quarter. Anik Poma from the right wing. Kicks it back out to Sanders. Fakes out from Lukau. 3 from Sanders, good. First 3 of the day for Sanders. Lukau trying to hit out. He does. Turnover by Kennedy, their 5th. Lukau over to Fisher. Fisher bumped, doesn't get the foul. Second chance, good from Fisher. And 4 points for Fisher. 30-26, Naugie's up over Kennedy. 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Torres Long pass over to Solinsky, 3 from the right corner. No good. Ball tipped. Jawan Jones has it for Kennedy. Second chance opportunity for the Eagles. 3, bang. And then Torres, after that 3, staring down the Kennedy, or rather the Naugatuck bench. Getting a little bit interesting here at the Jack Tagley Gymnasium. Kennedy down by 1 against Naugatuck. 1:37 remaining. Simple passes over to Jagello on the right low post. Good. 5 points for Jagello. 10 on the day for number 00, Derek Jagello. Beeman on the right side. Beeman working on Onekpoma, trying to pass it to Brown, but last touch by Fisher. He'll stay with Kennedy with 1:20 remaining. .21 points for Torres in this first half alone. Torres from the left wing. Torres working on Lukau. Torres falls, trying to pass it over to Brown in the corner. Has it stripped away by Naugatuck. Lukau slams it. First points for Lukau in this second quarter. Has 9 on the day. 34-29. Naugatuck ahead of Kennedy. Beeman trying to put up, actually trying to pass over to Solinsky. Has it blocked by Onekpoma. A little bit too hard for Onekpoma, but Lukau right there to now reset the offense. Jagello underneath. Tipped, fouled, count, and he's going to be fouled at the free throw line for 2 shots. 34-29. Foul will be on Brown. That's his second, team's 9th. Jagello at the free throw line for 2 shots. Jagello bounces, first shot coming, no good. Nagy has yet to make a free throw from the free throw line yet. 0 for 7. 48 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second free throw from Nagy. Good. First free throw made by Naugatuck in this entire game. And we're 47 seconds away from the first half conclusion. Naugatuck leads 35-29. Beeman trying to do too much, just keeps it alive, but there's 2 players on. Beeman still working. He's going to be fouled. And that time, that's going to be on Onekpoma. His first. Team 6th. 35 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Solinsky inbounding, has Brown, hit out by Fisher, and he'll stay with Kennedy. 34 seconds remaining. Chris Saunders on the call for this DET Sports Media production. Iron versus Brass, Naugatuck against the Kennedy Eagles. Jagello takes it away. Can he go coast to coast? Right hand finger roll, good. And Jagello having a fine second quarter for Naugatuck. 24 seconds remaining, 37-29, biggest lead for Naugatuck since the early parts of the first quarter. Beeman from the right side. Beeman having to work against Onekpoma, finds Solinsky on the right side, wearing number 25. Solinsky surveying, has Torres. Torres driving into the paint, working on Jagello, good. 3 seconds remaining. Working on is Sanders, 3 from Lukau. And before the shot, the whistle was blown. That will conclude the first half. A 37-31 lead for Naugatuck over Kennedy. We'll be back in with about 3 minutes remaining to go over stats and what both teams need to do to adjust. Chris Saunders for this DET Sports Media production. We'll be right back. Scoring totals in the first half. You have Jagello with 13, 4 from Fisher, 9 from Lukau, 2 from Onekpoma, 2 from Henan, 2 from Robertson, 3 from Sanders. Naugatuck has made 4 threes in this first half. And for the Kennedy Eagles, I mean, realistically, I might as well just say it's been the Torres show. He has 24 of the team's 31 points. Then you have 2 from Turner, 2 from Dozier, 2 from Jawan Jones. It's been all Torres, and you kind of get to the point where if Turner could just do half of what Torres has done, they caught a Naugatuck team that committed 4 turnovers, probably made a couple more. I might have missed 1 or 2 here and there, but this is a team that Turner, or rather Kennedy, they're looking to win 1 game to get into the state tournament. Forget about what they're, the NVL itself, because right now in the NVL tournament, they're on the outside looking in. Naugatuck is in 3rd. Naugatuck has remaining. After today, they have Crosby on the 19th, a game that will be broadcasted on 1320 AM WATR. But the biggest factor right now, Naugatuck and even to a certain degree Kennedy both need to win this game, not just for states because of Naugatuck, or rather Kennedy, but as an overall to kind of carry the momentum before the end of the season. Now Naugatuck will start it, has Jagello inbounding the ball back over to Anik Poma at the top of the key. Switches back out to Jagello, now Anik Poma again. Fisher to Lukow, left corner, shot, three, bang! And a good start for Naugatuck. Lukow had 9 points in the first half, has 12 overall, 40-31. 9-point lead for Naugatuck. Brown on the right wing, has Turner now at the top. Turner with Torres on the left wing. Turner working on Lukow. One bounce pass to Torres. Three from the left corner, no good. Naugatuck back on the possession. Naugatuck going left to right, Kennedy right to left. Naugatuck in their dark red jerseys, Kennedy in their light white with the gold numbers on the back. Anik Poma switches around to Jagello. Back out to Anik Poma. Anik Poma, one dribble pass to Fisher. Finds Anik Poma. Good. 4 points for Anik Poma. The assist coming from Fisher. 42-31, 7:05 remaining here in the first half, or rather second half. And a timeout called by Sullivan with 7:04 remaining here in the third quarter. On the floor for Naugatuck, Jagello, Hanan, Fisher, Lukow, Anik Poma, and for Kennedy will be Turner, Torres, Brown, Jones, and Dozier. And before that, Lukow trying to give a little bit of space to Torres. Torres having two players on, Lukow and Fisher. That's the game plan. Force everyone else to score points, but Torres. He had 24 in the first half. Really can't do any better than that. Brown on the right wing. Bounce pass over to Dozier. Dozier switches around to Brown on the left wing. He makes a move, trying to find a crease. He does, spins in and out. But Kennedy will keep the possession as the ball went near the Kennedy bench. Finds Dozier. Dozier trying to go behind the back, kicks it over to Juwan Jones. Juwan Jones working on Hanan. He goes up, blocked, hit the face of Jagello, but it stays with Naugatuck. Fisher, long horizontal pass over to Lukow to Hanan. Good. 4 points for Hanan, 44-31. Naugatuck starting to carry a little bit more momentum here as they're up over the Kennedy Eagles. 6:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Turner from the left side. And a foul on Naugatuck. Oh no, they're going to say a foul on Juwan Jones. That'll be his second, team's first here in the second half. A three-man press with Dozier in the half court. Finds Lukow, inbounding was Jagello. Lukow working on his player, good. And Naugatuck starting to carry away now here in the third quarter. A foul on Naugatuck, that will be on Fisher. His first, team's first. And the foul's on the floor, so no shot for Kennedy. Jay Turner pointing around, floats it over to Juwan Jones. Juwan Jones with Dozier behind. Dozier finds Brown from the right corner. Three. No good. Right into the hands of Anik Poma. Anik Poma surveying. Finds Jagello from the left side. He puts up a three. High shot. Good. Jagello had 13 in the first half. 16 total. 49-31. Naugatuck pulling away against the Eagles. Has it tipped, blocked. You could say half by Anik Poma, half by Jagello. Kennedy failing to be able to answer back from the three from Jagello. Anik Poma back to Jagello again. Can he do it? Three, bang! And Jagello cannot be stopped from the three-point line in this second half. And a timeout call by Sullivan, 52-31. And Sullivan sticking his hands out, asking what is going on. Kennedy not going back on the defensive side, leaving a wide open three, both twice for Derek Jagello. Has 19 points total in this game, by far the leading scorer for the Naugatuck Greyhounds. On the floor for Naugatuck, Jagello, Lukau, Hanan, Anikpoma, Fisher. And for Kennedy, Turner, Torres, Brown, Jawan Jones, and Dozier. Dozier inbounding for Kennedy as they're down 52-31, 5:24 remaining here in the third quarter. Chris Saunders with his DET Sports and Media Production. Brass versus iron. Kennedy versus Naughty. Turner loses the footing, somehow finds Brown, but there's Fisher be able to create a defensive at least scheme against this Kennedy team. Turner trying to do it himself. Left hand floater a little bit short. Right to the hands of Hanan. Finds Anikpoma. Anikpoma bringing it up for the Greyhounds. Finds Fisher. Left hand off the glass. Good. 6 points for Fisher. So far, Kennedy has yet to score in their third quarter. Keeping it alive somehow is Kennedy. Dozier floats it up. No good. Short. Jagello finds Fisher. Fisher with Jones next to it. And Jawan Jones with a little bit of a left-handed bump. That looked a little bit intentional. I'm surprised he didn't get called with a tech on that. That's his third, team second, and now frustration seeping into this Kennedy Eagles team, which really has been a season of frustration. And Fisher will be attempting 2 free throws here. 54-31, Kennedy down against Naugatuck, 4:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Fisher's first free throw, bends the knees, right-handed shot, no good. 1 for 8 is Nagy from the free throw line. I don't believe I've ever seen this many free throws missed in a high school game, at least in some time. Robertson being waited to be subbed into the game here in the third quarter. Second free throw made by Fisher. And he'll be taken out for Robertson. 2 for 9 is Nagy from the free throw line. Dozier will be inbounding the ball, has Turner from the right side. Turner slowly bringing it up, has Dozier from the right wing. Turner passes half court, he points out. Turner working on Robertson, finds a crease, gets by Jagello, good from Turner. Went up with the left hand off the glass, 55-33. 4:28 remaining here in the third quarter. Nagy still up against the Kennedy Eagles. Nagy 13-5, Kennedy 7-10. Hanan working on the freshman Solinsky, a little bit short, no good. Hanan gets his own rebound, has it hit out, he falls on it, and then a timeout called by Naugatuck. And a smart timeout by Mike Wilson. Saw that the ball was going to be taken away, so he calls the timeout while Nagy had the possession. They will keep the ball behind the basket after this timeout as they lead 55-33, 4:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Back on the floor, Naugatuck and Kennedy. Naugatuck will have the ball. Inbounding is Anikpoma. Nagy going left to right. They have the ball. Kennedy right to left here in the third quarter. 4:15 remaining. Anikpoma inbounding. Has Dozier. On the right side does Kennedy. Ball deflected right to the hands of Robertson. Now Jagello. Jagello waits. Now he's surveying, has plenty of time. Nobody's near him. Has Lukau on the left wing. Finds Anikpoma from the right wing. Anikpoma dribbles once, now 3 times with the left hand. Anikpoma wearing number 33. He could take his time. There isn't a shot clock in high school. They can take as much time as they want. Has Jagello from the right side. Now to Robertson from the free throw line. A little bit short. Dozier and Turner both fighting for it. But there's Lukau who comes up with the ball for Naugatuck. Misses a shot. Dozier on the rebound. And now Dozier kind of staring down Robertson as he fell. And the foul will be on Robertson. His first, team second. Each with 2 team fouls apiece. And now Hanan will be out of the game. Number 21, Shane Carey, in for Naugatuck. 55-33. 3:41 remaining here in the third quarter. Zielinski inbounding, has Turner. Turner telling his teammates, you got to move a little bit because he wants to press the ball. When Turner has it, he wants to move out quickly. Turner, left-hand finger roll, no good. Dozier fighting for it, gets the ball for Kennedy. Has Zielinski. Zielinski drops back. Torres from the left wing. Torres looking, points out to Turner for the pick. Torres from the left wing puts up a prayer. 3, bang! And forget the prayer. He can't be stopped from the three-point line is Torres. 27 points total for Matt Torres. Open is Carey. Goes in. Contested by Zielinski. And he'll be fouled. Second foul on Zielinski. Team's third. And that puts Carey at the free throw line for 2 shots. (17-5) run. Nagy is on right now against Kennedy here in the third quarter. 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. First free throw by Carey. Good. And that was the first free throw that Nagy has made in their chances of 2 this entire game. So far, 3 of 9 on the day from the free throw line. Second free throw from Carey. And good. 4 from 10 now, or 11, correction, is Naugatuck. 57-36. Turner, right-hand finger roll, good. 57-38, under 3 to play in this third quarter. It's been all Naugatuck. Jagello finds Anikpoma. Anikpoma loses the handle but regains it, working on Brown. Anikpoma finds Jagello underneath. A little bit short. Second chance, misses it, gets his own rebound. Finds Carey. Carey, one bounce dribble pass, can't get it. Turner on the rebound. Turner slowly going to bring it up. Turner finds Torres. Torres from the left wing. Torres the hot hand for Kennedy. Torres working iso ball, finds Dozier. Dozier finds Brown in right corner. 3. No good. Anikpoma on the rebound. 2:22 remaining here in the third quarter. 57-38. Naugatuck over Kennedy. Lukau gets called with a foul on Torres, and that's his third. That's something to watch. Team's third. And Briso subbed into the game for Brown. (57-38). Kennedy down against Naugatuck. Each team with 3 team fouls apiece. Inbounding is Briso, has Turner on the right side. And Turner telling Briso to move out to the outside part near the top of the key. Has Torres. Turner wants to take it himself, swings over Zielinski. Zielinski to Turner. Anikpoma giving him some space. Turner. And they're going to call a foul. Looks to be on Anikpoma. That's his second, team's fourth. Turner inbounding. Has Briso on the right wing. Torres now at the top of the key. Turner makes the vertical pass over to Briso. Now back to Turner at the top of the key. Turner, 3, bang! Turner having a better game in this third quarter than he did the entire first half. 7 points, 9 points total for Turner. Anikpoma goes up, he'll be fouled. That foul will be the 4th on the day for the Kennedy Eagles. Team foul-wise, did not see who the foul was on. But regardless, it is 4 team fouls. Jagello inbounding the ball. Jagello underneath, finds the open player in Gavis. Shot missed. Kennedy has the ball. Dozier has Brissot. Dozier wants to go by himself. And they're going to call a foul on Dozier. That's his third, team's fifth. Now Kennedy has 2 players with 3 personal fouls. Dozier with 3, and Jawan Jones, who is currently on the bench. And that will force Brown to come back into the game for Dozier, I would assume. Anik Poma trying to go coast to coast himself, and he does. 59-41, 125 remaining here in the third quarter. Kennedy down against Naugatuck. Turner playing iso ball, shot from the free throw line, good. And Turner has to take this game over. Torres cannot do it by himself. Only has 3 points in this third quarter alone, 27 total. Anik Poma from the top of the key. Anik Poma dropping, has Turner giving him some space. Anik Poma over to Robertson. Robertson from the right wing. You can hear Turner saying, you got to take it, you got to take it. Dozier sticking close, trying to hit the ball out. Does Kennedy have it? They do. Excellent defense from the Eagles. Brissot working on Jagello. Brissot gets past half court. Now has Turner under 47 seconds to play in this third. Turner over to Torres. Torres, one bounce dribble, shot 3, bang. 6 points for Torres. You leave him open, give him a little bit of space, he'll take it a mile. Gavis over to Anik Poma. Anik Poma has Jagello at the top of the key. Now Jagello's going to motion over to the right side. Whistle blown, and that's going to be on Kennedy. And that will be on Brissot, his first, team 6th. One more, and we're getting into the 1-and-1s. Kyle Brown subbed into the game for Dozier. Jagello inbounding the ball. Lukau sub back in for Carey. Carey 1 for 2 from the free throw line, does have 1 point. Lukau back in. Lukau 14 points total, wearing number 5 for Naugatuck. Jagello inbounding, has Robertson who has it. 25 seconds and counting here in the third. Robertson over to Anik Poma. Anik Poma at the top of the key. Brown giving him some space. Anik Poma switches over to Gavis. Now Robertson again. Nagy can wait and have the last shot here. Jagello over to Lukau. Lukau with some iso ball working on Brown. Hits Brown. And they're going to call the foul on Lukau. And oh boy, 4 personal fouls. Team's 5th. Got to be careful. One more from Lukau and he's done. And although the game is out, at least right now with Naugatuck up 59-46, do not want to lose your best player with still an entire fourth quarter to go. And with the hot shooting of Torres and Turner, they could very well take it themselves. That's going to force Sanders to come in for Lukau, and Lukau might be sitting on the bench for some time, not just for the rest of this third, but majority of the fourth. Brissot inbounding, has Turner. Turner with 7 seconds to play. Turner is going to take it himself, working, and a foul on Naugatuck. And they're going to call that, I think, on Anik Poma, and they will. And that's now his third, team 6th. You have Anik Poma, 3 personal fouls. Lukau, 4 personal fouls. 2 key cogs of this offense. One in foul trouble, the other one only 1 foul away from being in foul trouble. Turner inbounding, has Brissot. Brissot makes a move past Jagello, right hand, no good. That will conclude the third quarter, 59-46. Nagy ahead of Kennedy, but it's still interesting here at the Jack Tagley Gymnasium. We'll be right back to bring you the fourth quarter action right here from Kennedy High School. through 3, the leading scorers, Naugatuck 19 points for Jagello, 14 from Lukow. Kennedy has 30 from Matt Torres, 11 from Turner. That's been the top scoring for Kennedy. They will have the ball. Solinsky inbounding, tipped by Sanders. For bringing it up is Turner. Switches over to Jawan Jones. And you notice not into the game is Lukow. 5-footer from the left elbow from Turner. No good. Sanders on the rebound. Kind of circled in and out. And now Naugatuck will have the ball. Anik Poma with 3 personal fouls. Anik Poma now switches over to the left wing, working on Turner. Finds Sanders, or correction, that's Robertson. Now back up to the top of the key. Robertson over to Jagello. Jagello with Torres in his face. Finds back to Anik Poma again with Turner. Sticking close, turnover by Naugatuck. That's going to be Beamham, the freshman. He tries to go in, left hand, count it. First points for Beamham in this game. And the foul will be on number 23, Sanders, his second, team 7th. And now he makes a free throw here. That's Beamham. That makes it a 59-49 game, 10-point deficit for Naugatuck. First, Beamham has to make the free throw. He waits. Shot. No good. Hanan on the rebound. Naugatuck still up by 11. Sanders makes a move, finds Jagello, right and shot, no good. Hanan on the rebound, tipped, still on the ground. There's gonna be a fight for the ball. Hanan has it. Finds an open Jagello. Jagello back to Hanan. Good, and count it. 3-point play for Hanan coming up. 6 points for Hanan. He makes a free throw here, that'll be 7. And the foul will be on Beamham, his first, team 7th. Each team with 17 fouls, with 6:58 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Hanan dribbles twice, bends the knees, right hand shot, soft, but hit in and out from the basket. Kennedy down 61-48. Turner, wide open 3 from Solinsky, bang. First points for Solinsky, 61-51, 10-point lead for Naugatuck. Sanders finds a crease, has the ball hit out, but it'll stay with Naugatuck. 6:38 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Derek Jagello inbounding. Jagello looking, has Sanders, but decides to find Anik Poma from the top of the key. Anik Poma with definitely a mismatch with Beamham, and that's going to be a foul on Beamham. His second, team's 8th. 1-and-1's coming for Naugatuck. Anik Poma has yet to shoot a free throw yet in this game. Anik Poma, right hand, good. 7 shots for Anik Poma. Dozier subbed in. Beamham will be out. Anik Poma, 3 dribbles. He waits, dribbles back again. Bends the knees, right hand shot. No good, tipped by Hanan, good. And Hanan can be an X factor for not just this game, but the entire Naugatuck season. Not a lot of teams have height just like that. 3 from Turner, top of the key. Short and almost looked like an air ball. Back over to Naugatuck. And now Kennedy getting into desperation mode, trying to huck up 3s rather than creating opportunities with the 2. With 6:15 remaining, Naugatuck still up 64-51. Robertson to Jagello on the left side. Has Sanders in the corner. Back over to Hanan. Jawan Jones sticking out. Jawan Jones will stay with Naugatuck. Inbounding is Jagello. Has Anik Poma. Anik Poma to Jagello. Now has Sanders. Switches over. Jagello's open. Finds a crease. Good. And Jagello having a day. 21 points. 66-51. Dozier goes up. Blocked by Jagello. He'll stay with Kennedy, but Jagello, the MVP of this game. 21 points. Has a couple blocks. as Naughty leads 66-51. Turner inbounding, has Onekpoma, the closest one to him. Now Solinsky. Solinsky in the corner, over to Dozier to reset. Dozier now to the top of the key. And they're going to call a foul on Jagello. That's his first of the day. Team's 8th. 1-and-1's coming. Juwan Jones in this game only has 2 points, or rather, correction, has 4 points in this game. Scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second, none in the third. Makes the first free throw. 5 points total. 66-52. Naughty still ahead of Kennedy. Juwan Jones waits, left hand, short, hits the basket. Turner on the rebound. He goes up contested. Hanan on the rebound. Turner wants a foul, doesn't get it. Ball's on the ground. And they're going to say last touch by Naugatuck, and it'll stay with Kennedy with 5:33 remaining. Solinsky to Juwan Jones. Jagello's behind. Jagello hits it out, but that's going to be Torres for Kennedy. Torres trying to create a shot, has Turner in the left corner, and he stepped out of bounds. That turnover for Kennedy gives them 9 on the day. Jagello inbounding, has Onekpoma. Onekpoma with Dozier, the closest one. Onekpoma, the freshman, wearing number 33. Switched on to Jagello. Jagello over to Sanders. Sanders back to Robertson. Now Onekpoma again. If you're wondering, Lukau not in the game. Does have 4 personal fouls. Onekpoma, Sanders, 3 from the left corner. Good. 6 points for Sanders. All of his points have come from the 3-point line. Dozier to Torres. Torres, free throw line, shot, no good. Hanan, correction, on the rebound. Has Onekpoma. Onekpoma bringing it up for Naugatuck, 69-52. Dozier sticking close. Got to be careful with Dozier, has 3 personal fouls. Sanders with Turner guarding. Sanders switching down to the left side, finds a crease with Onekpoma, and they're dangerous as Naugatuck. They create shots and opportunities. They can find a little bit. If you give them a crease on the defensive side, they're going to kill you. Solinsky, 3 from the corner, no good. And now Kennedy's getting to the part of the game where they might have to start fouling because the game clock is not on their side. Hanan waits, pauses, ball's hit out, stays with Naugatuck. 4:06 remaining in this fourth quarter. 71-52. Jared Jagello inbounding. Onekpoma at the top of the key. Finds Jagello on the left side. Jagello with 21 points on the day, and Onekpoma's just going to hold on to it. They can take as much time as they want. There's not a shot clock in high school. Robertson to back to Jagello. Jagello has the ball hit out, but regains possession. Now Onekpoma. Torres got to be careful. Torres staring at the ball. Now Sanders is just going to hold on to it up top. Sanders to the left side with Hanan, the closest one. Sanders to Onekpoma. Onekpoma spinning around. They're playing keepsies with the ball. But a rare turnover from Naugatuck in this second half. Onekpoma tried to find Robertson on the right corner. Robertson didn't go. Gives it back over to Kennedy. Kennedy slowly bringing it up. Turner from the top of the key. Finds Solinsky. Solinsky pauses. Right hand finger roll. Good. And a timeout called by Kennedy. 3:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 71-54. Chris Saunders for this DET Sports Media production here at the Jack Tagley Gymnasium. A brass versus iron division matchup. Brass is Kennedy Eagles. The iron, the Naugatuck Greyhounds. We'll be right back. 3:17 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 71-54. Naugatuck ahead of Kennedy. On the floor for Naugatuck, Hanan, Robertson, Sanders, Anikpoma, and Jagello. Jagello inbounding. Vertical pass to Hanan. Now back over to Robertson on the right wing. Robertson out near the corner with Torres guarding him. One bounce pass over to Anikpoma. Anikpoma dropping back, 2 players up. Dozier then drops. Turner, the closest one, wide open is Jagello. Jagello makes a move. Jagello switches out to the top of the key. Jagello, long pass over to Robertson. Now Sanders again. Sanders to Anikpoma. And again, Naugatuck just playing keepsies with the ball until they find at least a spot to be open. Sanders in the corner. Briso trying to steal the ball instead. Still with Naugatuck. And 2:41 remaining here in this game. Jagello to Anikpoma. Anikpoma's going to wait. Finds an open Hanan. Hanan has the ball hit out. Another turnover for Naugatuck. Their 7th. Dozier, right hand, hook shot, no good. Jagello has the ball hit out. Turner's there for Kennedy. He goes up fouled. Foul will be on Jagello, his 2nd, team's 9th. 2 free throws coming for Turner. First shot by Dozier, or correction, Turner, good. 12 points on the day for Turner. Second shot by Turner, good. Manny Beeman into the game for Aaron Briso. Jagello inbounding. Jagello, long pass over. Naugatuck trying to get it. Good. They get 2 points right there. That was Robertson with 2. 73-56. 2:10 remaining here in the fourth quarter. 3 from Torres. Short. Hanan on the rebound. And now it's looking all but doubtful with Kennedy being able to make a comeback here. If they lose, they will drop to 7-11. Naugatuck with a win improves to 14-5 and keeps their NVL top-seeded hopes alive, at least in the top 4, with a foul by Torres on Anikpoma. And then on top of that, that's the team's first, team's 9th, or Torres' first, team's 9th. That will also increase their likelihood in states that they can move up a little bit. Anikpoma at the free throw line here for a 1-on-1 opportunity. Each team with 9 team fouls. Still have yet to see Lukow in this game since he was taken out with 30 seconds remaining in that third quarter. Anikpoma dribbles once, twice, 3 times, spins it, dribbles again, once, bends the knees, right hand shot, good. 10 points on the day for Anikpoma. 74-56, 1:51 remaining in this game. Same motion as Anikpoma. Dribbles, spins it in his hand, right hand shot, no good. Naugatuck has it, keeping it alive as Robertson back over to Sanders. Excellent teamwork by Naugatuck. Then they have the ball hit out themselves. Waste opportunity here, but because the way the score is, you just want to see effort. You can correct mistakes. Effort, you can't coach. Turner driving in, coast to coast, uncontested, misses the shot. That was a bunny. Wanted a foul call, doesn't get it. Jagello on the rebound for Naugatuck. Has Sanders. Jagello over to Anikpoma. Anikpoma to Sanders. Sanders kicks it back out to Robinson. Now Anikpoma from the 3. Swings it around to Jagello. Jagello to Sanders. Now Anikpoma again. Anikpoma from the right wing. 1 bounce pass over to Jagello. Turns over the ball a little bit away from Jagello. 9th turnover for Naugatuck. They're still up, though, 74-56, 1:17 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Jawan Jones inbounding. Has Turner. Turner driving in, left hand glass, contested by Hanan. Again, wants a foul call, will not get it. Anikpoma will be bringing it up slowly. And Naugatuck, I would assume, I don't know if they're going to shoot the ball, but they're at least just going to throw the ball around. Let the clock wind all the way down. And it looks like I don't know, Kennedy, they're not even going to go after the ball. They're just going to let the clock stop, or let the clock just run, I should say. I don't think I've ever seen that. A team just letting the ball, or letting the clock just run for a minute straight. I don't know about this. This is, now Torres just kind of asking himself, and Turner's interesting. He's trying to shake the player's hand before the game's even over. That's something I have not seen in some time. And the game will end. Final score, 74-56. Top scores for both sides. Naugatuck 21 from Jagello, 14 from Lukow, and from the Kennedy Eagles, 30 from Torres, 13 from Turner. A wasted effort by far. A fine game from Torres, but you know what? Even though they dropped to 7-11, Naugatuck will be 14-5 with this win. They, however, still in the state playoff race. All they need is one game to be able to qualify for states. So for myself and for everyone who's able to watch this brass versus iron division matchup, so long here from the Jack Tagley Gymnasium. And we'll catch you again next time on a DET Sports Media production. Have a good one, everybody.